I will track you down. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Number 10. Billy West. While Billy West may not be a recognizable face or name to most, he's one of the most prolific voice actors in the industry.
Oh man, did everything just taste purple for a second?
Perhaps you know him as Philip J. Fry and others from Futurama.
When you were a kid, what was your biggest fantasy?
To have parents.
Whatever. The correct answer is to be a superhero.
Or maybe he's more familiar as the Honey Nut Cheerios bee.
Wednesday, bet you can't beat me to the sweet taste of nuts and honey.
Speaking of iconic brand mascots, he's also the red M&M. And if those don't ring a bell, maybe Ren or Stimpy might do the trick.
Something came out of my butt.
That's nice, Stimpy.
Over the years, West has gotten to put hundreds of roles under his name. All of that work has allowed him to accrue quite the fortune. The actor's net worth is estimated at around $15 million. While that may seem incalculably large to most of us, he's still the least prosperous voice actor on this list. Number 9. Mark Hamill. Practically everyone knows Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. However, the actor has also spent a bulk of his career using his forceful voice to give us unforgettable characters.
I was doing Claude Rains from The Invisible Man. Crazy? You think I'm crazy?
Hamill's done some heroic roles like Skips on the regular show.
Let's arm wrestle for him. If I win, I keep him. If you win, you can take me instead.
But he's arguably better when he does villainous voices like Ozai on Avatar: The Last Airbender.
You will obey me, or this defiant breath will be your last.
Anyone who's heard a second of his legendary tenure as Joker would unquestionably agree he excels at playing bad guys. Although the clown prince of crime is good at stealing, we doubt he could grab enough cash to measure up to Hamill's success. The actor's impactful time in Hollywood now has him worth around $18 million. Number 8. Patrick Warburton. Throughout his live-action and animated appearances, Patrick Warburton has become well-known and sought after for his dry delivery and booming voice.
Peter, I'm a cop. And I'm a good cop.
He lent his signature tones to everyone from Brock Sampson on Venture Brothers.
I'm the guy that's gonna shove this blade so far up your ass.
To Family Guy's abrasive cop Joe Swanson.
I said I'm not hungry! Where is it now, huh? Where is it now?
One of Warburton's most beloved recurring roles sees him playing the good-hearted yet somewhat dim-witted Kronk.
Hey, did you see that sky today? Talk about blow.
Yes, Crunk. Riveting.
Although there isn't a ton of difference between his characters' voices, his unique drawl keeps us coming back and is worth every penny. In fact, he's worth a lot more than a single cent, with his net worth coming in at around $20 million. It's safe to say people still love his deep tones. Number 7. Mel Blanc. Known as the man of 1,000 voices, Mel Blanc still stands as one of the most celebrated and influential voice actors of all time.
Oh, I don't try, but I don't know if I could do it or not. He says, that's it. So I also became Elmer Fudd.
During a career that spanned 6 decades, Blanc brought famous characters like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Elmer Fudd, Barney Rubble, and more to life.
Well, offhand, I'd say my biggest handicap is living next door to Fred.
This made scenes where he had the rabbit and duck imitate each other mind-boggling to think about.
What's up, Doc? Having any luck on those ducks? It's duck season, you know.
Just a darn minute. Where do you get that duck season stuff?
He was worth around $25 million in today's currency by the end of his long and storied career. But the impact he left upon all our lives and cartoons feels priceless. Whether you heard Mel Blanc's original work or saw the many performances inspired by his talent, his voice definitely influenced your childhood. Number 6. Seth Green. Fortunately, calculating Seth Green's net worth is a lot easier than trying to figure out how many characters he's voiced over the years. Some of his estimated net worth of $40 million is bound to come from his role as Chris Griffin on Family Guy.
How do I know which one to shoot? What? How do I know which one is the real dad?
Green also has played iconic animal characters like Leonardo on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and versions of Howard the Duck.
You are quite articulate for a duck.
That, sir, is very close-minded.
But the most enduring home for his vocal talents has been Adult Swim's Robot Chicken.
Not enough of you have been calling in to support us getting a third season.
The wide range of sketches on this fast-paced show has given him enough time to play countless numbers of one-off characters and recurring roles. It's astounding to think how many major and minor characters have been brought to life by Green's voice.
Hold up with the turtle power for a second. You don't give orders to my team, okay? I'm the order guy. This guy!
Number 5. Mike Judge. Thanks to the mind and vocal talents of Mike Judge, we've gotten several memorable animated series.
Boy, you better clean that cup or you're going to get the drizzlings.
After creating Beavis and Butthead, he played both the titular characters as well as the lion's share of the supporting cast.
This is Las Vegas? I thought there'd be like casinos and lights and stuff.
He also teamed up with Greg Daniels to bring us King of the Hill. On this slice-of-life show, Judge did fantastic vocal work and brought us characters like Jeff Boomhauer and Hank himself.
No chump in a velvet costume is ever kicking my ass.
We love that the prolific creator went the extra mile to create and be a consistent part of his shows. Judge has done so while accumulating a massive $75 million fortune. If we asked Hank what he thought of that haul, we think we know exactly what he'd say.
That is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. I tell ye what.
Number 4. Frank Oz. Just mentioning the name Frank Oz will bring back a flood of war memories once you look at his resume.
My cute little eyes see a little girl crying. She needs the help of Super Grover!
His talent for voicing puppet characters is the reason why Fozzie Bear, Grover, and even Miss Piggy sound so distinct. Oz has also performed the voice of Animal and stepped into the role of the sweet Cookie Monster more than a few times.
I will be quiet like this.
And then you talk like that, you go crazy.
While we can debate his most iconic character, his most powerful puppet is definitely a certain green alien. That's right, even Yoda voices he does.
Do or do not. There is no try.
When all the earnings from these memorable roles are combined with Oz's other ventures, he's worth around $80 million at least. The Force and a strong bank account are definitely with him. Number 3. The entire Simpsons cast. Since so many of the cast members of The Simpsons have been working together for so long, we thought it would be fitting to put them all together.
Always sort of a weird version of young Al Pacino made gravelly.
The stars have stacked up huge sums of cash during the show's 30-year and counting run.
Well, let's just run through. You do Homer, of course. You do Krusty.
Krusty, yes, Krusty the Clown.
Dan Castellaneta, Hank Azaria, Julie Kavner, Yardley Smith, Nancy Cartwright, and Harry Shearer all have around the same net worth.
Hi, I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you?
That's mainly because they were making $440,000 per episode at their peak.
I need some money, a lot of money.
While they have taken some pay cuts in recent years, they're still pulling in six figures. It's no wonder they're all worth between $80 and $90 million each. Now that's a lot of Number 2, Seth MacFarlane. It is mind-blowing to think of the range of voices Seth MacFarlane is capable of while voice acting.
When I do a table read, I have to jump back and forth. It's like, hey, what's going on? Oh, hello, fat man. Oh, Stewie, how are you?
Fortunately for all of us, he displays all the characters he can do on his extremely successful animated shows like Family Guy and American Dad.
Thank you, Alan Thicke. This is amazing.
Between those two programs, he voices people like 3 of the Griffins, Stan Smith, and Quagmire. And that's honestly just scratching the surface. MacFarlane's net worth of upwards of $300 million meant he could easily have been fine doing TV work exclusively.
And this would be our net profits. Yikes.
But he's also gone to the big screen several times, with roles like Ted in the self-titled movies.
When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too scared. Just grab your thunder buddy and say these magic words.
We think his accomplishments are pretty freaking sweet. Number 1, Matt Stone and Trey Parker. South Park co-creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone voice at least 75% of the characters on their long-running animated sitcom.
Cuttlefish and asparagus!
Their combined work has helped Stan, Cartman, Kyle, and tons of other edgy characters be brought to life. While the duo have also written hit musicals, films, and video game stories, South Park really helped the two of them make their millions.
Just wait until you hear this, you guys! I'm rich! I'm totally rich! Aren't you stoked? What the hell's wrong with Cartman? He's fat and he's stupid?
Trey Parker's net worth is around $600 million. Meanwhile, Matt Stone has roughly around $700 million. Not too shabby for a couple of guys who spend a lot of time playing little kids in one of the most well-known satires.
You know that little kids could have been watching that? What kind of network are you running there in Canada? Don't call me buddy, I'm not your buddy!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.